Hello and welcome, Rahul. You're watching my YouTube channel, What Talks, and if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. See, whenever I come in front of you, I want to foster something positive. I want to show you exactly the capability of your own. If you'll be exploring those potential which is lying dormant, then you can achieve something more in your life. What are we doing here? If we have purpose, if we have a milestone to achieve, then only we will be navigating through challenges, we will be raking the money or whatever you say, the life standard that we want. If you don't have purpose, if you don't have some milestones to achieve, some targets to achieve, then you will lack somewhere. And that is why it is essential that you apply your time, you apply your value, your essential time, something which can transform your quality altogether. And that is what I want to foster, because I know exactly, that the world we are living in is conditioned in a very different way. If we are not surmounting the pressure, if we are not surmounting the challenges, then we won't be stronger. And the more obstacles we face, the more impediments we face, the more hindrances we get in our way, it makes us more stronger. That doesn't mean there should be obstacles all the time. Rather, I'm telling you that you just be skilled enough, you just be smart enough that whatever comes in your way, you'll be able to surmount that, you'll be able to achieve new realities in your life. Because transforming livelihood and accessibility to money and better financial standards is the dream of each and everyone. That is what we think, because in this world we have forgotten our memories, what we have been in our past, and whatever time we are living in, most of us are not even conscious. They are not thinking of the time in between, their thoughts and the space that they're living in. Most of them are living their life as one day is passing by. So you can live your life as you want, but if you really want to traverse all the challenges, you have to be aware, you have to be awakened. And the more you'll be aware, you will be realizing each and every moment that each and every moment is crucial in your life. And if you'll be able to transform your life altogether, you'll be able to find such trajectory in your life that can define something valuable for your metamorphosis. Because if you really want to go through the changes, then learning and adapting to challenges and traversing all these, navigating all these impediments is essential. That is what I want to tell you. Because see, the biggest maze in our brain, in our capacity to perceive realities, in our capacity to perceive complexities, and if we can understand exactly what kind of ball life throws on you, and what are the challenges lying in this 3D world, and how we can traverse this, then you are finding the keys altogether to find your better accessibility to your future, better accessibility to your livelihood, better accessibility to your access to all the resources. That is what will define you. That is what this is my thinking, that whoever is listening to me, they should open, they should have understanding that what is preventing them. Actually, nothing is preventing them, more than that of their own maze, complexity of thought. If you perceive some obstacles that it is insurmountable, it will become insurmountable. You won't muster the guts to overcome this. But if you think that everything, whatever is coming in our way, we can achieve that, we can learn it, we can mold ourselves, and the neuroplasticity that we have gotten, it can be applied to learn these skills, to learn new challenge, to new ways to overcome these challenges, and that is what will define our standards. That is what I want you to learn. Because I'm just telling you, the more you will perceive the reality in more and more rational way, your life become easier. And if you really want to go beyond, between the thoughts, you have to be more agile, more and more eclectic experience you have to get. Because I'm telling you, what happens when you go subtle, very subtle at your thought pattern, at the thought level, and when you be really very agile to think what is actually the intelligence, you will see that the intelligence is weaved in the personality of the universe. The universe tests you more than everything artificial designed. That is what is the reality. And once you go intrinsically being intelligent, exploring all these avenues, all this reality of universe, you will see that everything is aligned with your thought, with your intelligence. And the more intense you will take it, the more difficult it will become. Take it lightly and think more intensively. The more you will contemplate and keep within yourself, the better you'll be able to realize what is problem and take the problem as something which can be easily surmounted. Then only you'll be able to traverse the path. I'm telling you, if you will think that, what happens? If you think of ghosts, ghost, nobody has seen any kind of physical ghost, But what happens at your thought pattern when you will be really threatened from within, when you will be really timid enough to perceive that someone else is possessing someone else, in front of you, someone is sleeping. Suppose you're going in a train and someone is next to your berth and say he's sleeping, and you're thinking that maybe he's possessed. And at the same time, the person is, stretching his hands towards you, and that person is in sleep mode. What will happen? It happens. Many of the person are perceiving these realities. It happens. This is your own projections. Such kind of intelligence is weaved into this universe. So you have to control your mind. The biggest maze is within you. And once you'll surmount that personality, you'll be able to overcome the challenges. And once you'll get the key of your intelligence, you'll apply each and everywhere, and you'll be able to construct mammoth business even. If you have that kind of capacity to acquire knowledge, to discern everything, what is lying down, what are the concepts of building a business, what are the concepts of understanding what are the assets, what are the liabilities, how balance sheet runs, what are the components of profit and loss, and what are the components of cash flows, and how sales will come, how resources and raw material will be processed. All these things, when you will be diving deeper and you take it more rationally, cognitively, you'll be able to run big businesses even. So everything starts from here. If you are scared, half the battle is lost there. That is what I want to tell you. You won't have to be scared. You have to be someone who can illuminate himself, who can believe in himself that the world is more rational. The universe has been designed in a very good way. If you are able to achieve everything, if you have that caliber, you can achieve everything easily. And if you make it a maze, a bigger problem, confounding problem, perplexity, it will become as you perceive. The universe is such a way designed, and once you dive deeper intrinsically and intelligently, you'll be able to figure out exactly how deeply the intelligence is weaved in every fabric of the universe. Your manifestation, your reality will become different if you have capacity to mold everything around, to think exactly how things are, and to apply your intelligence. You'll be able to achieve everything in your life. That is what is the reality. But exactly that there are many entities around you all together. They're also evaluating you, they're interacting with you, they have their own standards, they have their own businesses, they have their own mode of conduct, and you have to align your perspective with them. You have to be more and more reciprocative, and you have to bring that business in such a more beautiful way that your perspective will align with them, and you'll be able to make an exchange, and your business will grow. That is what is the networking. But that is what is the behavior, and that is what is the best behavior to forge a network, to forge reality, and how to leverage all these resources, and how to leverage your own intelligence in order to foster the reality for your own self. That is what is the quality. See, we have been through the darkness. I have been through the darkness. I have seen exactly how the little mindset, how you get confounded, how perplexity, comes in your life, and how you get into that very maze, and how you overcome this challenge, how you come above, and how biggest problem can be solved. Even you can solve those problems which has not been solved yet. That kind of extraordinary quality you can get. That is what is my desire. In order to foster reality, you have to be prepared. And just prepare yourself, just overcome each and every day the challenges that are coming in your way. Accept it, that it is going to transform your own skills, it is going to hone your own skill, and once you apply your 100%, it will transform the metamorphosis that will happen. It will change your personality altogether, it will make you a different personality. Thank you for listening to me.